right, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to resume hostilities here in the cage. About to make his walk down toward the fence line. Please welcome Jacob Da Silva.
We got Jacob Da Silva out of Bradford, Ontario. He's a 6'3", 145 pounder. I think he even weighed in below that. It's really interesting. You don't see guys this tall. It's really very much an unusual thing. You know, he's been training for about 2 years, has a bit of a Thai boxing background. You know, the one thing that's really interesting about him, and I think on this show tonight it's a little bit different, but his previous fight back, you know, he lost his previous fight back in May. You know, he kind of came by himself, which is always so strange. I don't know how that works. Like, what do we do in round two? You know what I mean? Like, do you just stand there? What do you do? But, you know, I think he understood that. Like, you know, I gotta have a corner. I gotta take this serious. So, you know, he's got a corner. You know, I expect that he learned a little bit from that. And we are in the novice rule set, so, you know, if it goes to the ground, there's no ground and pound and those things. But he wants to keep it on the feet. He's tall, long, wants to use those long-range weapons. Facing a guy who's only 5'8" versus 6'3", like he's 6'3", you know, you got to think that using that reach is going to be imperative, those long shots, to keep him off of him, right?
Now entering the arena, please welcome Maclean.
You got Matthew Maclean out of Sarnia, out of Iron Eagle and Forge MMA. Spent a little bit of time at Forge, you know. So, like I said, you know, he's going to be the shorter guy. So when you are the shorter guy against a taller guy, you got to think that getting inside, you know, it goes without saying, really, getting inside is imperative. But when you look at this from the outset, like, what are you seeing? Like, really, like.
Really and truly, looking at it from the outside, I see a man who's very tall that needs to use his reach versus a man who's average height that needs to get in and tight and start throwing. I noticed in Matthew's corner, he has London legend there, Stevie Doxter.
Yeah, and you know, you got to think, like, again, like, he is a striking-based fighter, but maybe this is the fight where you know, knowing, you know, both these guys did lose by submission on the same show back in May. You got to think that there is going to be a point of difference in the grappling, so we might see some grappling here, you know what I mean? So, you know, they both had some tough fights, so, you know, this is going to be a good one. Both guys are 0-1, and one guy is going to leave here with a win.
Okay, gentlemen, protect yourself at all times. This is my command at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do so now.
Yeah, the reach in this fight is really intriguing. I'm really curious to see how they're going to address it. If they're going to go to the grappling, or they're just going to try to keep it on the feet.
Nice little touch of hands there. Ooh, nice calf kick.
You know, Jacob Da Silva, oh, early takedown. He's going to try to use his length. He's kind of able to kind of keep a distance. And they go down, but it's Jacob Da Silva who's working, who's on top, and he's staying on top. Now we got kind of a jiu-jitsu kind of match because of the novice division. You cannot throw ground and pound. So he's kind of in Matthew Maclean's guard.
That was a very good reversal by Jacob. He was on his back and he ended up on top. He wants to work on his posture here, Gino. Exactly what he's doing.
This kind of seems...
I guess we're allowed strikes.
It's a little weird about it. These guys are supposed to be in the novice bracket. Oh, really
he's
weird
up again.
transition there, but they're back up and they're back down. They are throwing ground and pound. I could have sworn this was a novice fight, but for what it's worth, here we go.
I like what Jacob's doing with that forearm. He's using his reach to grab the forearm to not get punched.
Yeah, you know, that's definitely his genetic makeup's allowing him to do so, right? That's not something you typically see. Just so tall and long. The only problem with it is he's not really using it to kind of that arm to get up. Oh, and he got his back taken.
Well, he's a little high. He needs to sit back down with it. He's got both hooks in.
Might have this, though. It's hard to see.
Can't really. He has both hooks in. He's actually doing a good job. He has one long, one short. That way there he won't fall off the back as easy.
China looks like he's turning to his left side. They might hike over to the left. He's using his left leg to kind of push, but the fence isn't really helping him in this situation.
He has a grip underneath the neck of Da Silva, from what I can see.
Patrick Goulart is watching really closely.
Fantastic ref. Yeah. They got to use the shots to pepper him up a bit.
Yep.
Here.
Trying to see if he can open up the neck, and that worked. He did get something, but Jacob De Silva's fighting that hand. He's doing a good job fighting. He might turn into him here.
He's definitely turning in. He's doing a good job. There's no choke.
By Matt Maclean, I got to give this up and get back on top, and he does the right
Yep,
thing.
just like that.
But it's still a scramble.
Oh, nice reversal by
Jacob
De
De
Silva.
Silva's height allows him to get on top there, and he creates that opening, and now they're back on the feet.
He wants a standing fight, Gino. Come on.
If I'm Jacob De Silva, I got to start landing some shots here, kind of, get this round back, because, he's losing this round thus far, especially in those grappling exchanges. We got 10 seconds left.
He's just walking. He's not even throwing punches right now. He doesn't want anything to do with any of this. End of round one.
Interesting first round, certainly. Both of them are kind of maybe stifling each other a little bit. I think the height is throwing off Matthew Maclean, and I think the grappling is throwing off Jacob De Silva. So they're kind of a little bit hesitant there. But at the end of the day, I still have that round for Matthew Maclean. You could stay like that all you want. If you want to keep going back to the ground, is what I would do. For Jacob De Silva, you got to start kind of coming forward using your length. You showed you can get up. You showed you can do those things. So trust in those skills and start working and kind of landing some stuff and kind of try to win these next 2 rounds here, because he really does need them to win this fight.
Here we go, round 2. Jacob De Silva and Matthew Maclean.
Jacob De Silva taking that center control.
Oh.
That throws his power cross. Oh, knee to the body. That kind of definitely onset the takedown for Matthew Maclean. I don't think he liked that. But he's kind of crawling right to the fence. They're kind of crawling here. From Jacob De Silva, I got to sprawl on that head, and he does so, and he gets right back up.
That was a great defense by Jacob
Now,
De Silva.
if I'm him, I trust that I can do that, and I can kind of start coming forward and landing those shots.
Absolutely.
You got to, right? And he's kind of trying to call Matthew Maclean on, but Matthew Maclean right now is winning the fight. You got to, you can't call him on if you're backing up. You got to. These are the moments right there. You could throw a kick. You could throw a punch.
Absolutely.
You're trying to throw those hooks. I would stick to longer shots, right? Hooks are definitely closer, shorter length shots.
Jacob is just really telegraphing what he's doing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Matthew Maclean is he's showing that, yeah, I am going to shoot every time.
Oh, and we have Paul in his corner now. Paul from Aegis.
Yep.
Trying to get that fourth win.
Oh, and he kind of spun to the back. It's kind of hard to see if that arm is underneath.
He should be really using his leg here to try and stretch out that arm. He can definitely take the back from here, but he's not advancing his position at all, Gino.
I do think Matthew Maclean's right arm is not letting him get to the back, which I think he conventionally thinks that that's what he probably wants. But there's opportunity here to like you said, separate that and stretch him out.
Absolutely. If he stretches that arm out, or even if he sits back to back, just like this, right?
To the back.
He needs to sit up with it, but he can get the back from here and take the back.
I think it's falling off here, actually. I feel like Matthew Maclean, if he can kind of pull his right shoulder and elbow back like he is working on right now, he might wind up on top. From Jacob De Silva, I got to try to build back up because they're kind of in a neutral scramble here.
I see De Silva's hand across the neck.
Oh,
he's got
but he's back on top.
Yeah, he's in the guard
now.
now.
Where Matthew Maclean wants to be, right? If he can maintain this for the rest of this round, he will win this round as well. It's been a fairly close round.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's trying to use the push off.
Oh, he's going for a leg lock. Leg lock attempt. You don't see that often in MMA.
No. The problem is with the cage there, it might make it a little bit more difficult to sit back. But Patrick Goulart's telling him what he can and can't do. And now they're up. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there.
I think it was an unintentional groin shot.
Yeah.
Unintentional groin shot.
You got to think, if you're Matthew Maclean, you got to throw those jabs, those crosses, those snap kicks down the center.
I'm really
those
glad.
Those things are really going to help you keep the takedowns off, for sure. Those uppercuts, for sure, they'll lead, especially the back uppercut when he's coming in, because he's shown that, yes, you might be able to take me down, but I can also get up. But now you got Matthew Maclean just shaking it off.
Absolutely.
He's back on his feet.
Hell yeah. Good job by Matthew Maclean. Not shots hurt, but he's tougher than that. Showing some true heart with this one.
But he's going to take that time to recover, and I think he's okay, but, you know, he's going to make sure all the faculties are in check.
Absolutely. Like we said, our safety of our fighters is number one.
Oh, the ref took a point. That's surprising.
That is really huge, especially when the rounds are so tight.
I'm really surprised by that one, to be honest. Because you know, those things are not intentional. You know, Jacob De Silva's shaking his head. I can't say I disagree with him.
Well, there are rules in place for a reason.
Now we're back.
Jacob has his hands real low.
Oh, another kind of swing. He's kind of trying to make up ground here.
He's
For Matthew
swinging.
Maclean, he is struggling to get, you know, he's throwing hooks to get up top. I would try to maybe shoot or feint a low shot and come with an overhand as opposed to trying to throw power hooks. Overhand will get you a little bit more distance. There we go. Round 2 is done. I mean, it's hard to really say who won that round. I would venture with Matthew Maclean, but it doesn't really matter because even if you lost, it's a draw round. So you got to, you know, if I'm Jacob De Silva, I gotta get a finish.
That 1 point adds up a huge amount, Gino. Like, you might think 1 point, oh, that means nothing, but right now, if Jacob is down two rounds, he needs to get the finish, like you said.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's the other thing I love. Like I've said it twice in this fight, but Paul jumping in, that's the love of the community right there. Like that is
You
great.
gotta think that's like your trump card right there.
Like having somebody like that jump in when you have nobody in your corner, that's huge. Like I love this community. I did not realize how long Jacob De Silva was. Look at those shin guards. They're like halfway down his legs.
6'3", every bit of 6'3", right?
Yeah,
He's gonna have a size advantage, reach advantage on everyone in this division. So he's got to learn how to use those weapons. It was hard to tell if that went down center, but he did shoot it down.
He looks like he has a front headlock. Oh yeah, he's got a choke in.
Seems like Matthew Maclean is gonna pop out. It doesn't look like it's in, but he's using the ground and pound on the legs, just kind of, you know, pepper shots. Matthew Maclean is kind of shaking his head that that's not doing anything. But right now we gotta start building our way up.
Yeah, the cage is really stopping him here from getting any sort of extension with that neck.
Yeah.
The hands moving.
But at
here.
the same time, it's allowing him to not be fully planted.
Yeah.
He has an opportunity here if he lets go and scrambles up to work his way up, and he's doing so right now.
Perfect. He's ending up on top. That was a great scramble.
He's sprawling out, and he's back up, and he pushes him away. But right there, we got to start going. We got to start throwing, right? You got to see that nod on Matthew Maclean's head. So he's definitely
he's taking
Jacob
some shots.
Silva is landing.
Like this, Jacob Silva has to go forward. He's losing this fight. That 1 point really did him in. Matt Maclean is just waiting for him to come in. He's not used to the reach.
And if I'm Matthew Maclean, that's what you got to do, right? You're winning. Just keep that center control. If he's not going to try to go for the finish, and there you go, that uppercut.
Nice.
Paul's calling for it.
Oh, he's bloody.
Low,
He's bloody.
He might have hurt him there.
He's bloody. Look at that
bloody.
cut.
That opened him up. Oh, now Matthew Maclean responds.
There we go. This is what we did.
Oh, and he shoots. And
he
not
gets the
much of a
takedown.
sprawl from Jacob De Silva. That was his opportunity.
He hit him with some heavy shots. Matt Maclean did the right thing by going for that shot. Instead of sitting there and taking it, he went for the right thing, and he's on top.
Absolutely. This is a bit of a war of attrition, right? And now again, Jacob De Silva trying to work his way back up.
Matt Maclean's doing a good job pushing him against the fence. You hear Paul in the corner of Jacob De Silva tell him to push with his legs, but I don't know if Jacob has any energy left.
I mean, the ref might stand him up here.
There we go. Good call, Gino.
You got to think that if Jacob De Silva could win this round, and if some of the judges gave him that second round, which I don't know if I necessarily would, but it could be. Oh, and we're actually gonna check on that cut. Ooh, that's a big gash.
That
you
is
see
a
that
big
right
one.
on that might be his fight stopper.
That is a big one right above the eye too. It looks like I thought it was on the side, but
I did too. And it's going in his eye.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
It's hard to tell it from our angle if it's on the brow or just below. I think
just above.
It's just above.
Yeah.
But if that's going in, and now they were able to clean it, so the fight will continue.
That's good. That's good. Nobody
If
wants
I'm
to lose
Jacob
that
Silva,
way.
I am targeting that right now.
Jacob Silva just looks so stoic.
He looks very calm, and I think right now he needs to channel that energy. He's got more energy. He's got to use it. He's got to go for it.
He's too calm. You're right. He's just backing
He might
up.
be winning this round.
He's definitely winning the round, but is it enough for the judges?
Oh, he hurt him
there
again.
we go. He's got another choke. He's got the choke. No, he's sitting out. Matt's doing a very good job of keeping him against the fence, so he can't use any of his length or leverage.
I'm Jacob Silva. I got to build up right now. Use that right hand. Post it on the mat.
He's got that far underhook. He's standing up. He's going to try the throw.
We got 10 seconds left.
Come on. Let's see it. He's going to try an armbar here with his
You know,
legs.
there is a possibility that if they go 3 rounds and they score for Jacob Silva, we might have a draw.
And that is the fight.
That is the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Maclean with his hands up. Jacob Silva. There we go. Matt Maclean getting the crowd going.
This is a close one. I do think this is a little, I would score it towards Matt Maclean, but close as in it's either a Matt Maclean win or the fight's a draw.
That last round was all Jacob Silva.
Yeah.
That cut looks bad. And again, the judges look at damage, right?
No, absolutely. That was a fun one. Probably our most bloodiest fight of the night, I would say, for sure.
As soon as that cut opened up, we both saw it.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, Gino?
I think Matt Maclean edged it out. And, the point taken off is going to help him for sure. I think he won. If he didn't win, it's a draw. I could see this kind of being a split, like a majority decision where we have a draw mixed in with the two. So I could see that. But I did score it for Matt Maclean. I thought the grappling component, and again, that point getting taken off, and that's not going to necessarily excel him to victory in the sense of in that round. It's going to make it a draw round at most. But, you might have a 29-27 type situation.
Absolutely. That was fantastic. The takedowns on Matt Maclean were really, really well placed. I'm going to tend to agree with you. I think Matt Maclean probably a split decision or a draw.
Yeah, and if you're both of these guys, you got to go to the drawing board, see what you did well, see what you didn't do so well. They're very young in this game, certainly. There's a lot to work on, certainly. I mean, there always is going to be.
Here we go, folks. Our official, Pat, bringing the fighters in. We're going to get our first decision of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Marina Monahar has a 30-27, Chad McCauley 30-24, and Patricia Vandermeer 28-29. Your winner by split decision, Matthew Hollow.
There we have it, Matt. Matt Maclean.
There we go, Matt Maclean, his first win.
I guess that point really did make a difference.